We're vlogging and it's been a while. So I'm feeling a little bit rusty and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just feeling a bit all over the shop. It's my first working day of the week and I'm just not feeling very organised. Let me turn off those lights. That's better. Oh son, where are you going? Just one of those mornings when you feel a bit discombobulated, a bit all over the shop. But I want to share with you what I do when I have those moments. Because we all have them, right? You just need to kind of get your ducks in a row, and there's like a few things that I do in particular in those instances that just make me feel so much better. So we're gonna do them. I feel like I started the day off quite strong, which is good. I actually did exactly the same Peloton workout that I did last week because it was just so good. I'm gonna have to like link it down below for you. It's a Cody Rigsby 20-minute one and it includes such classics as Khalees Milkshake, Diddy and Nicole Scherzinger, Come To Me. Oh, what else? Dana T. Kane, Damaged. Dream, He Loves You Not. Like honestly, each song just gets better and better. And I sat on my Peloton. I was like, what do I want to do today? And I was like, I want to do the same as last week. So I did. And it just always makes you feel great. And it did. So I did that. I had my athletic greens. I had my smoothie and then I sat on my laptop and basically was then glued to my laptop for like 3 hours. That's not what they recommend, is it? But I just had like emails, DMs, WhatsApps, things on my Notion template, things I needed to get sorted like today, right this minute. And I got a lot of stuff done, but I feel like it's time to get myself ready for the day. That's always like a good motivating moment, hydration break. And I want to spend the afternoon kind of ticking a few more things off that list, making something really tasty for lunch. I'm really in the mood to make like a gigantic focaccia style sandwich and maybe like taking it down the beach or something. I don't know. That's something that I never ever do, but I'm like, I just want to do something good for the soul today. I want to kind of tick some more things off the list, but then also do something that's going to make myself feel happy and like my body and my mind and everything just feel good. So be prepared for an incredible sandwich moment. I'll link all the skincare that I've used so far down below for you, but I've got to the moisturization step and I'm going to use this Drunk Elephant Proteini Polypeptide Cream. This video is sponsored by Drunk Elephant. I've worked with them throughout this year and have just fallen in love. Like this moisturizer in particular, to be fair, this moisturizer, I really love the Bee Hydra. I've used this for years. And this, the Ceramite Eye Balm, this has become like a staple in my routine. I've repurchased this with my own money like 3 times now. My favorite eye cream, it's fab. Mark actually used this moisturizer this time around as well and he was like, this moisturizer is so good. I was like, oi, hands up, it's mine. But there is big news because Proteini is now reusable and refillable. I've got the little refill here. This one needs refilling, so perfect timing. Looks a little something like that. I'm guessing you just slot it in. If you're more of a Lala whipped person, I'd say Lala whipped. If I'm being precise, it's the Lala Retro whipped cream. This is like a little bit heavier. It's got a slightly different texture. It's like a whipped texture. It's kind of a little bit more whipped. That's the only way to put it. Whereas Proteini is a bit more of a gel cream. I kind of prefer this one in the summer. This would be more of a winter moisturizer for me. But it's also reusable, refillable. Got a little refill there. So let's refill this. I think you just need to take off, yeah, there you go. Take off the pump, obviously no touching it. Then you can click out this part here. This is also recyclable. Then you put the refill back in, take off the seal, and then you just re-screw the pump back on, and then hopefully, there she is. Perfect. Just gonna apply that all over. Oh, my skin needs a drink today. How good is that? It's also just very fun to do. But if you have a Proteini already or a Lala whipped already, you don't need to go and buy a new jar. Your jar that you've already got will work perfectly fine with the refills. I love that. You'll never have to buy the full size again. You'll just keep replenishing with the refills, which is obviously way more environmentally friendly. I'm feeling glowy. The refills are exclusive to Space and Care at the moment, so I'll pop the links in the description box for you. But we love to see it. We love to see it. This is such a good, just all-round moisturizer. It's kind of everything I love in a moisturizer, and that my skin feels like glowy and juicy afterwards, but it doesn't feel like greasy or heavy at all. You can just see there's like a nice kind of natural glow, and it's really good if, like me, you're a little bit kind of combination. You need the hydration, but you don't want something like too thick on the skin. I don't mind something thick, but kind of more in the evening. Like this is so good for like evening, daytime. Sometimes I just mix a little bit of my Bee Hydra into it, make a little skincare smoothie. Just very easy to use, and it's something I'm gonna have to keep away from Mark because now he's got his sights set on it too. I'm just gonna finish off with some of their SPF and just apply that as a layer all over, and a little bit of lip balm as well. I think I might do like makeup light, to be honest with you, just a little touch. Just getting myself ready for the day makes me feel so much better. I definitely didn't used to do it as much back when I lived at the flat. I remember just like getting in these editing holes, or like when I was writing the book, like Mark would leave for work and I'd come back and I'd still be in the same position, like in front of my laptop. It just makes me feel me and good and just in the right mindset to like get things done. You get me? Right, I'm gonna take that downstairs to be recycled, but drunk elephant, I love it. Always surprising me, never disappointed. Cannot wait for this. They've got like a glowy like illuminator thing. I think it's coming to the UK like September. That's next on my list. I ended up throwing a layer of fake tan on as well actually. It's like an express one. I haven't used it before. I will report back. I'm gonna put it on for the next 3 hours and just kind of see what happens. But again, that's one of those things that just, I don't know, just always makes me feel a bit better. I've actually skipped doing my makeup on camera today because I'm using some very top secret things that might have landed on my desk this week that are very, very exciting. So more to come on that. But I thought I would share with you today's outfit. I'm keeping it very, very simple. These are the Goldie 90s pinch waist jeans. I wear them in a 28. I'd say they run, let's get this the wrong way around. They run big, so size down. That's the correct way of saying it. I got my flip-flops on, but I'll probably change something else when I pop out. And then this vest. Let's just have a chat about this vest. I've become a bit of like a knitted waistcoat gal. I've obviously got the brown one that I really, really love. That one's a bit longer. This one is more to here. So it's quite nice because you can quite easily tuck it in. I'll link it down below for you, but it's like $22.99, available in a size extra, extra small to 4XL. And it just came out of the wash. I like literally went upstairs to go grab it off of the clothes dryer because I just love it so much. I love the simplicity of this. With some jeans, with some flip-flops, and then like a nice big chunky necklace. I'll link all of this down below for you. But I think I'm gonna pop quickly into town and grab some ingredients for this mega sandwich that I was talking about. And I've also got a parcel to drop off. That, again, just ticking things off the list. You ready for this? The best sandwich of your life.
I can't wait for it. Yeah, I am starving.
I feel like it's so rare that I like potter down the local high street and do my bits and bobs, but it was nice. I was gonna, they call it a silent girl walk.
Oh, this is a TikTok sandwich.
Well, yeah. No, this isn't a TikTok sandwich. No,
Oh,
I was thinking
okay.
about silent girl walks, which is where you go out for a walk but you don't listen to a podcast. But I was like, I miss Lindsay and Bobby. And I'm really behind with my weekly, so I listened to her weekly and I potted around and I went everywhere. We have prosciutto. Then I went to the little grocer shop place and I bought burrata.
Yeah.
Fancy schmancy. Oh, made by the shopkeeper pesto. Made by the shopkeeper pesto.
Wonderful.
And then I got some
cherries?
Yeah, cherries.
What?
There's some cherries by the front checkout, and I was like, oh, go on, I'll get some cherries as well. And then
Oh, going to tomatoes.
Nice, juicy tomatoes. And then I went to the bakery. I kind of wanted to get a focaccia, but there's nowhere down the high street that you could get a focaccia from.
Oh, really?
So I got like a big
What about crispy loafer?
chewy white believer. So there you go. I think I'm gonna make a sandwich, obviously with all of these, not the cherries are for after. But I might also do some garlic mayonnaise.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe just normal mayonnaise.
I'm happy with normal.
Okay, happy with normal.
Yeah.
I've really thought about this. It's like all of your favourite things. I might do pickled red onions, but maybe just for me, because I know you're not really a fan.
I thought it would be okay.
Just a few.
Yeah.
For a bit of like, because you need a bit of acidity, I feel like.
Oh.
And then we've got some parmesan cheese up. So I know that's like Dublin cheese, but they're different types.
It's fine.
I think that's so yeah, now I'm gonna.
You sound ready.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. I'm really ready for this. The light coming down from the skylight, like look at that. We have the bread, and then I did some garlic mayo, burrata, parmesan, gorgeous tomatoes, prosciutto, that pesto, some pickled red onions. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to dig into that. It looks so good. Looks like I've got a waiting room behind me. No, to be fair, this room was a state. It was not cute. But last week I managed to have a bit of a tidy up and it just felt very good. We'll get to that in a bit because there's like a little new list that I've got on my phone that I feel is helping me be a bit more organised and just a bit more efficient with my timings of my working days, but we'll get to that in a bit. Two things that always make me feel back on track. Number one, planning my workouts for the week. Normally on a Tuesday morning, I do a Peloton workout anyway, so I just kind of like did one this morning in kind of automatic mode. But I'd like to do a few more Pilates workouts this week. I'm actually finding I'm getting quite bad at doing them at home. I really need to get back into the swing of doing those. So what I might do is just book my Pilates sessions for the next like 2 or 3 weeks. And then I know that those are booked in. So I'm gonna sort out my exercise schedule and then I'll show you. Hopefully you can see that, but this is my planner in Notion. And you know what? It's been a month. It's been a month since I've planned my workouts in here. I've kind of just been doing them a bit more sporadically, a bit kind of like when I have a chance, and I kind of want to get back more into a routine with it again. So this is the plan for the week. And then down here I've just got whether it's like cardio or strength or Pilates. I've got like a mix of everything. I've got my in-laws here this weekend, so Sunday will be a rest day. But that is like, nothing is longer than 20 minutes except for the Reformer Collective, which is where I go for my Pilates. They're like 45-minute classes, but everything else is like 20 minutes or under. Like I say, that's like all I ever have time for. That's all I can ever muster up the most motivation for. But yeah, that feels like a good week. I plan my hair washes around my Peloton cardio days. And then the Reformer is obviously like a little bit more chill. But yeah, I think I can probably squeeze this in. It just feels nice that it's planned. I've just remembered that my fake tan has been on for 3 hours and it says it continues to develop once you've rinsed it off. So I feel like I should definitely like go with the packet instructions, and maybe I'll just do this other little thing I want to do and then talk to you about another list I want to talk about. Wow, I'm really going back to my edited life roots here. And then I'll go and rinse it off. So workouts are done. Another thing which I want to get better at booking in are beauty appointments, because if you're anything like me, I'll like go and get my nails done or go get my brows done, and then I never book in the next appointment. My brows are huge, my nails are raggedy, and then I look to get an appointment and the next available spot is like 3 weeks from today. So I'm gonna book in, I've booked in my haircut already. I think I've booked in the haircut for October because they get really booked up. But I need to do brows, nails, lashes. I think that's everything. Let me do that. Okay, this is huge. I feel like people are gonna be watching this video and being like, Anna, we do this. This is not revolutionary, but I swear every time I go get a treatment and I'm like, yeah, fab, I'll book in, never do. Like I mentioned, can never get the appointments that I want on the days that work, like all of that kind of jazz. I have just booked in all of my beauty treatments till like mid-October. And actually it was really, really helpful because Mark and I are going to Mallorca. So I've been able to like book all of my like manicure and pedicure and everything around that. So I know that I'll look super fresh for holiday. And then it's kind of on like a every 3 weeks for nails, every 3-4 weeks for brows. And then 3 weeks after that, I've got one of my best friend's hen dos. So I've been able to do like the rest of my appointments around that. So I know that I have like fresh nails and brows and lashes for my holiday and then for my friend's hen do. And actually I'm going on a holiday after that, away with my parents. So there's just bits and bobs. And now I know, like I'm sorted, I am sorted. Oh my word, why don't I normally do that? Also, I wanted to talk you through this little list that I have on my phone. Technically, this would also work in Notion, but sometimes I find that if I'm inputting things on my phone, the few clicks that it takes in Notion, and obviously I've got a business Notion and then my personal Notion, so sometimes it's like set to my business Notion, and then to click to go onto my personal one, it's just like a few too many clicks. But, oh, return mango parcel. I did that. I've got a list on my phone. It's just like a list in Notes app. I can share that. It's just my Friday list and then everything just like down the side. And then throughout the week when like things crop up, basically on a Friday I have a bit of spare time to like get things actually done. So whenever those things crop up, not on a Friday, and this was it, like, you know, when things come up and you're like, oh, I'll just do that now, oh, I'll just do that now. And like I work part-time, obviously we have a little one around, like I don't always have the time at that exact point to like dedicate to clearing out the loft. As much as I want to scratch that itch like instantly, I've just got certain bits and bobs that I can then just dump on this list, and then when I have that free time on that little gap on a Friday, I can look at this list and be like, okay, I've got some time, what can I do that will like free up some space in my brain and like lessen the load a little bit. So I highly recommend having this little like drop things out of your brain notes list, because it just stops things piling up in your head, and then when you actually do get those pockets of time, you know exactly what you need to do instead of being like, I swear that was something I was supposed to be doing today. Highly recommend. Okay, I'm scared of this tan super overdeveloping, so I'm gonna rinse it off and I'll be back. I'm looking a whole more disheveled than earlier, but the little man is home, he's fed, he's watered, he's in bed early. Yes. And I've realised that I made a little bit of a boo-boo earlier this morning when I like got on my Peloton and I was like, yeah, get my workout in for the day, because I actually had a Reformer Pilates class booked with a friend this evening. I don't recommend doing double workouts in a day. That is not my normal style. It's not something that I do on the reg, but I had this workout booked in with a friend ages ago and I don't want to cancel, I want to see my friend. So I'm just going to try and get away with doing like a lighter spring, take it a bit easy, and ultimately it's just a good excuse to hang out with my mate. But here is what I wear to Pilates. Obviously, the Lululemon Align pants. The leggings are the best. I also love the Align bras. I got one of these as well. I wear this in the brown, and I do have the brown in the leggings as well. Sometimes I want to have a little matchy moment, but not today. And then I really like these t-shirts. I can't remember what they're called, but I'll link them down below. Again, they're Lululemon. It's Lululemon head to toe. But they're a nice length because obviously the Align pants like come up quite high, and it means that when you're like going forward or doing something where you're like bent over, the t-shirt is like, it's not super tight, but it's not baggy enough that it like comes in front of your face and kind of gets in the way. So I'm going to put this on. For dinner, Mark made us it was like a kind of broccoli pesto saucy thing with toasted breadcrumbs on top of like a cheese and spinach ravioli. It was a 10-minute pasta pronto gusto meal and it was very tasty. Ralph approved as well. I love this t-shirt so much. I have it in this cream, but I also have it in the black as well. I mean, maybe the live studio necklace doesn't need to go to Pilates with me. Okay, this is the Pilates outfit, preparing to get my ass whooped. It's always one of those workouts that you're like, it includes so much lying down. Like, it's not a cardio workout in the classic sense, but like your body shakes. Like sometimes you're like holding and moving, your whole body is shaking. It's good for the old strength. I think I can get away with wearing these jeans again for another day. You know what, I will use this denim spray. I'll try and find it and link it down below. I'll like find another one, but it just freshens them up. Give them a little shake. It smells so good. I travel very light for Pilates. I've just got like sunglasses for the car, my keys, my phone. I'll fill up a water bottle downstairs, and then this is just a book recommendation for my friend. She didn't know what to make her baby, and I was like, this book. I even put some little bookmarks in for her. Like this is one of my faves. Hairband, right, good to go. See you tomorrow. Show you something. Get down a bit. Okay, second day waves, I'm trying to do like the natural wave thing. I find notoriously tricky and like I end up dampening my hair again. Oh, I need to put this on. I have no idea why the glove is only 3 fingers and not 5. Maybe it's because it's easier to grip with these fingers out. I guess it kind of is. I'm sure there's a reason. But second day waves are notoriously a little bit tricky. I end up getting my water bottle out and basically soaking my hair. And then I end up getting my diffuser out, and I kind of might as well have just washed my hair again. And obviously I know the whole point is, you know, to do the whole natural thing and not use any heat on my hair. But I was at a shoot a few weeks ago and the hairstylist used this tool to revive my second day waves, and I was like, damn, I need that immediately. I'll link it down below for you. It's from GHD and it's just their like thinnest curling wand they do. But it's really good for second day hair. You can wrap like massive pieces of hair around it. And already I've just done like 3 bits, and that's just given me enough like body and wave back into my hair. I mean, I could do this way more precisely, but the only place I'm probably going today is the dry cleaners. So to be fair, I have a Zoom meeting later on as well, but it doesn't need to be very precise. I have done it on like the top and bottom layers, but I'm just kind of doing the top layer today. It's pretty messy. It's still quite unruly, but hopefully you can see that it's bringing the waves back to life, and it's taken all of about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna like smooth out the top. But you know what? I'm feeling far more organized, and actually I've got like, what's the time? I've got a good 4-hour chunk this afternoon that I can just sit and like make plans and work out what I want to do for the rest of this week content wise, work out what I want to do next week. If there is anything you would like to see, like do let me know on here, on Instagram, on TikTok. There you go. I have one final thing that I want to share before I sign off, and it's a little dish haul because they did send me a few bits, which is very kind of them, including these shorts that I'm wearing now. And they are so cool. Right, let me show you in the other room. I'm not sure of the exact style of these shorts, but I didn't have any like tailored black shorts that kind of a little bit longer. Like I feel like these would actually be a good workwear piece. Like they're not too short. They're quite formal, but yeah, they're perfect. They fit me literally like a glove. I've only had like black linen, like quite pajama-y shorts before, and I just thought these look super nice just with some flip-flops. I'm probably gonna wear them today, a belt, and then this Arquette jumper. Have I mentioned this in a video yet? I'm not sure I have, but it's just like the mango waistcoat that every time it comes out of the wash, I just end up wearing it again. It's from the men's section. I can't remember if I'm wearing I think I'm wearing a small. It washes really, really well. I just do it on like a cold hand wash in the washing machine. But yeah, absolutely like loving a shorts and knitwear moment. Today is kind of the perfect weather for it. How cool is this set? Oh my word. This is like the dreamiest kind of loungewear piece, like working from home, travel. Of course, it's in their classic ribbed texture. I just feel like Dish do ribbed textures so well. It's just a very oversized t-shirt and then also very oversized wide leg kind of flared trousers. Sadly, it's a little bit too oversized for me and they sent it in the large. I probably would have ordered this in a medium, but actually like seeing how stretchy it is, I actually think I could probably get away with a small. But I wanted to show you anyway, just because I think it's like one of those pieces that's gonna sell out on Dish really quickly. So I'll link it down below for you, and maybe I'll just try and shrink it. Any tips on shrinking, much appreciated, because I really love it. And I think this top would also just look really nice with jeans, even black trousers, even those shorts. It's one of those sets that once you put on, you don't want to take off. Okay, it's time for me to sit on my Notion and get planning, but I hope you enjoyed this little mini kind of organisation / spend the day with me, spend the day and the next morning with me video. And I will see you very soon, maybe even sooner than you expect, with a brand new video. Bye.